Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Whether it's hot yoga, over 100-degree weather, or too much sun. Gator Light, with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes, was scientifically designed to help move fluids into the body faster for rapid rehydration. Shop now at retailers nationwide. Gator Light hydrates faster than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
This message is brought to you by Apple Card. Shave ice by the beach. A trip to the state fair. And a throwback flick at the local drive-in. They're more than just items to check off the summer bucket list. They're also opportunities to earn 2% daily cash back when you use your Apple Card with Apple Pay. Apply for Apple Card now and use in minutes with Apple Pay. Subject to credit approval. Apple Card is issued by Goldman Sachs Bank USA, Salt Lake City branch. Terms and more at applecard.com.
Here's your report.
Oh, thanks, Jane. I wish I could hire someone just like you.
Try LinkedIn Hiring Pro. It's more than a job board. It's like the recruiter you always wished you had. Hiring Pro uses real-time insights to match your role to LinkedIn's unique network of professionals and delivers a short list of best fit candidates. You'll spend less time sorting applicants and more time talking to the right people.
Let's do it. You're irreplaceable, Jane, but another you would be great.
Hire right the first time. Post your job for free on LinkedIn today at linkedin.com/quality.
From the Fifth Quarter Studios in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to Coach Unplugged. And now, your host, Steve Collins.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Coach Unplugged. I am so happy that you decided to join us. If you like this podcast, you should go over and listen to a bunch of the other ones in our network, with like the 5-minute basketball coaching podcast, or high school hoops, or coaching youth hoops. All of those are, I think, interesting, and we would love if you left a 5-star review. You can leave those 1-star reviews at home. But before we jump into the topic today, I'd like to give a big shout out to our sponsors. First of all, Dr. Dish. Mention Coach Unplugged, and you'll get $450 off. You'll get great customer service. It is, I can tell you from someone that's still coaching, it has helped my team immensely. I can't tell you the number of shots that we have taken on our Dr. Dish machines. And then also go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. 25 years ago, when I took over a program that no one wanted, that had 5 winning seasons in 35 years, I was the only applicant. No one wanted it. I would have killed for a resource like teachhoops.com. It took me years to turn it into a national powerhouse. And I have put all that secret sauce inside of teachhoops.com. So come over and check it out. 14-day free trial. It will give you the roadmap. It will give you me. It will give you one-on-one calls and office hours, and a community of like-minded coaches. I think you'll love it. Let's head off to the podcast.
So if you had, let's say I gave you player X on my team, and I said, I'm going to give you him 3 days a week for the next 3 months, what major lifts are you going to do?
Really all depends on what that athlete looks like, right? I'm going to test that athlete. I'm going to do some performance tests on the athlete, looking at the explosiveness, the power, the quickness, the speed, the strength. And based on what I see, we're going to create a program that is designed for that athlete. But again, Steve, that's much different than a team, right? So if you're bringing a team of 15 players into me, we're still going to do some testing. And we're still going to do some assessments, but we may not get to where every athlete is doing exactly what they need to do in all scenarios. Now, if you are the Lakers and my whole job is to work with your one team, then every athlete is treated as an individual.
Right.
But in a high school setting where you have one strength coach who's working with 500 athletes, the expectation can't be that every athlete's getting exactly what they need, but they're all going to get something that's very close to what they need. So as an individual athlete, we can do a lot of very, very specific evaluations and breakdowns and make sure that the athlete's getting exactly what they need. But really, so after we finish our evaluation, they might need lower body strength. We assess that their lower body is not very strong. So we're going to give them a lower body strength program. Doesn't mean that we're not going to do upper body strength. We are, based on how they jump. If their vertical jump is, 28 inches, but their reactive strength index, that 4-jump test I was talking about before, comes in at 1.8, which again, we said the standard is about 2.1 to 2.5 with the really springy athletes over 3. Well, now we know that athlete's not very springy. So our plyometric program is going to focus on being springy. So we're going to do a lot of things to help with that.
So yeah, but but you basically give a pre-test like in math
Sure.
class.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You want to know where you're at. If we don't know where you're at, then how can I possibly make you better if I don't know where you're at?
What do you give a post test then like do you
We don't
see
call
the
them post tests. We call them we just continuously test them. I'm not a big fan. You're a stats guy, so you would know this, but I'm not a big fan of pre and post tests. In the world of biology, the body is so variable; it changes on a day-to-day basis.
Oh
So if
yeah.
I pre-test you and then 6 weeks later I post-test you, I could have pre-tested you on a really good neuromuscular day where your vertical jump's 28 inches, and I'm post-test you on a really bad neuromuscular day 6 weeks later. Now your vertical jump is 28 inches. It's going to look like I didn't improve your vertical jump at all. But the
Right.
reality is 3 days later, now your neuromuscular system is really primed, and now you're at 32 inches. So the reality is I made your vertical jump better, but I just tested you on a bad day. So instead of that, we continuously test. You're always testing every day.
So that's what I was saying. It's like it's like when you go to the doctor and they check your blood pressure.
Yeah.
They just want lots of data points.
Yeah.
Because I might have just yelled at a kid in class and then gone and, been wired up on some caffeine and my blood pressure might be high. They want lots of data points. It's the same thing with you, I'm guessing. If you're always testing, it's easier.
Yeah.
But you need a starting point. You need
the more data points we have, the
base.
better. And again, we're doing it as part of training. So when athletes come in, they might be asked to do a vertical jump every day they come in, because I want to know what their neuromuscular readiness is. But as part of doing that, we're also getting their vertical jump measured every day to see, are they getting better? And over the course of 6 weeks, they're going to get better, but some days are going to be better than others. But yeah, I think that's really important to understand, is that, when we're testing athletes, the pre-post test mentality is not a good approach, because it could be very in flux depending on how the athlete is that day.
Hey, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the podcast. If you want to hear other podcasts by Coach Collins, go over and check out High School Hoops and Teacher Side Gig, and then go over and subscribe to all of them and leave all of them 5-star reviews. That would be great. And then if you have 30 seconds after that, go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. Have a great day.